NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get him for a loss of about 3. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going right back to Fant. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Eckler Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Eckler again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Rams, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Going up top. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, LA. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Oh, twisting away. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He finds P-Line out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, that was big right there, because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. The handoff, it's Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gonzalez's kick is good. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really nice job. Nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amadi Hooker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 10. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting through. A beautiful fake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Rams 31, Raiders 17.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
I got you. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Let's go, baby. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
He'll look to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Get up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is...
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Rams get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 17.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And now here's another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Flush to his right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Room here to run. 20. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here is Heckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 45 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll run here with Eckler. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for him. That's caught. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check it, hungry. Sponge. No.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Runs through the contact. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 168 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down.
Set, ready. 60, orange. Come up the ball. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Right here. That's what I do. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 54 is Mike. 54.
Right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You think you gonna get this? Kill. Hey, turn it up. Big air. H3, 218, chopper. Set up.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Now Eckler. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll They'll set up to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43. Back to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for LA, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.